starting to get cold here where I'm at. The high today was like 37 or 38. I've got a feeling it's going to be a pretty harsh winter this year, but we'll try to be out here every day anyways. It's only 6:45 right now, so I've got a pretty good amount of time for the workout today. I'd like to put in a big squat session. I can't say that I'm going to. I would like to spend a lot of time in the overhead position with the squat shoes on. Squatting overhead is definitely easier with squat shoes on, just because it raises your heels. You push the knees a lot farther forward instead of being back here. You can sit more like up here. But yeah, so I'm gonna put those on, do some overhead work, probably a little bit of overhead squatting, maybe some overhead press as well, and kind of thinking about doing a crap ton of pull-ups tonight, maybe close to 100, but I do have to work a full day tomorrow, so I've got to keep that in mind. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to hit first. I may strip the bar down and then just get into overhead press and whatnot. But I'm going to get warmed up, I reckon. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right, I just attempted 315 on squat. I think the strength is there. I wish I'd gotten it. Hit 135 for a couple reps. The bar was just feeling very light on my back tonight, and I got these Gymshark shorts in the mail today, and I put them on, and I was like, I'm feeling good in these shorts. Honestly, I think a lot of lift sessions and just like how you lift can be kind of circled back to like your mental state and how you feel. It's been cold. I've been working out in joggers and whatnot. It's just been kind of hiding the legs, and then I put these shorts on today. And I was like, the legs are feeling good. I came out here with the squat shoes, and I just, had that feeling that I was gonna go heavy today. So I took 135 for a couple reps, like I said, then took 225 for a double, took 275 for that one single, and on 275, I felt when my hips came in, or when my knees came in just a little bit, I could feel a little bit of a twinge in the hip, but I was like, I haven't hit 315 in, I think 59 or 60 days now. So I was like, the hip is improving. If I take a few steps back, then, I've kind of got the exercises to make it feel better. So that's a good thing. And so I just decided to load 315 up and go for it. I believe I would have had it if I didn't pause at the bottom, but I didn't want to just come back in here guns a-blazing and, just start dive bombing reps and getting, knocked out of position and whatnot. I was trying to be smart, or as smart as, this gets. So I paused at the bottom and I started to come up, and I felt like I could have pushed the weight, except that when I was down here and I came up out of the hole, you can see my knees buckled just a little bit, and when my knees started to buckle, I could feel a tad bit of the hip, and it was just enough to let me know that if I kept going, the hip was going to be pretty rough tomorrow. So I called it there. I didn't push through it. I do believe that I could have gotten the rep. So I reckon I'm gonna strip this off, probably do a few sets with 135. I don't know, I may take 275 for a few pause reps tonight. I don't know. Something's telling me to just go for 315 again. So we'll see. This is probably gonna be dumb, and I know I probably can't. Oh heck no, ain't no way. Oh heck no. I may strip this off and go for 315 again. Go a little bit faster with it. I think if I can cue myself to push the legs out, then it'll probably come up pain-free. I don't know what the hip is going to be like tomorrow. Only tomorrow will tell. But I did 100 push-ups last night, so I didn't do a lot of overhead press. I did some mobility stuff with the bar. I've been taking the bar and setting it on like a rack position, and then I just let it roll off my fingertips and kind of pull my elbows up, just to stretch everything out. Anyways, that's enough talking. I'm gonna probably go for this again. There you have it. I hit 315. I think it did come with a cost though. I can feel the hip. But honestly, I'm not mad about it at all. This was not an ego trip tonight. I wasn't in here like I've got to go heavy. And just like, I don't know. This was like a completely self-made decision. The ego did not really get in the way of this. It's just that I really missed squatting heavy. And sometimes you're willing to go through a little bit to get back to what you love. So what can I say? I wanted to get another feel for that, because that was a beautiful thing right there. I've severely missed heavy squatting, but I've still got 315 in the legs, so that's a good sign. Did feel the hip a little bit through the rep, and after I came out, ooh. But like I said, that's the price I paid, and I was kind of willing to do it just because of how much I missed the heavy squats. So I'm probably gonna hop off here now, put in a bunch of reps with pull-ups. I doubt I'm gonna do any more squatting tonight because of the hip. Do a bunch of pull-ups and hip distractions with the band, you know, getting into the ATG squat, wrapping the band around the leg and, you know, letting it pull the hip out. But alright then, that felt good. I am hyped. The last time I hit 315, the hip pain was a lot worse than that. Hip pain was way worse than that. And that was like 59 days ago, so almost 2 months. That felt good. That felt really good. Alright then, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Alright, so I think I'm gonna finish up the night with 50 pull-ups. I've just been doing sets of 5, but now they're starting to get kind of taxing, a little bit sloppy on form. Like I said, I gotta go to work tomorrow, so there's really no need for me to do any more. I'm gonna go in and do some stretching tonight, probably a lot of the couch stretch, just stretching out my hip flexors. Something I did tonight that felt pretty good. There's another guy that squats every day, which I don't know like how serious about it or not or whatever, but I think his name is Chris Raboy, R-A-B-O-Y. He had a stretch on his channel one time. You get down into the squat, and you put the bar on your knees and kind of use the weight of the bar to push your knees forward and out. I like doing this with a dumbbell better. Me personally, the bar hurts my quads. I guess it's just some really bad soreness in my quads. I'll just get down here and stretch out the adductors really, really good. Anyway, that's the second set I've done of that tonight. I've probably done like 8 sets total with the hip distraction. Done a little bit of marching, not a whole lot. Like I said, I'm gonna go in and do some stretching now. The hip is, you know, I can feel it, but I'd almost just say it's a discomfort. The last time I tweaked it with 315, it was extremely noticeable, and now, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, there's a little bit of pain there, but nothing serious. So that's a good sign. And it felt good to, you know, step back under 300 pounds again. That hasn't even been something I've like considered in the past 2 months, just because of how fragile the hip has been, and you know, I've certainly wanted to, but just like, you know, it's not worth the risk. The last few days I've, you know, had a little bit of discomfort in the hip, but overall good enough for me to go for it tonight. Fingers crossed it's not too bad tomorrow, which I don't think it will be, and if it is, it's no big deal. I'll just play around from there and get it worked out. Do a set of L-sit pull-ups real quick, if I can still. Okay, 55 pull-ups for tonight. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.